welcome back to Fortunes Hiding Down Under TV, and we are finally back after a nice little international break. We've actually missed each other, I think, kind of, a little bit. But we've had a couple of good wins as a football nation, really, against Australia and Italy. So we've made Euro 2024, and happy days.
Yeah,
but how you doing, all lads?
Not too bad at all. How are you lot?
Going well, mate. Yeah, going well. Just come back from 4 or 5 days. Oh, it's 5 days up in Port Douglas, just hanging out. Went scuba diving for the first time.
Oh, did you like it?
Fantastic. Yeah, beautiful. Never done it before, and you if you really enjoy it, you walk away trying to work out how you can do it again. So it was loads of fun.
Cool, nice one.
How did you spend your 2 weeks, mate?
Me, been working, mate. Busy. But yeah, enough of that. That's boring shit. Let's talk about West Ham.
Matty, as your 2 weeks been, mate?
It's been good. I'm still off work looking after the baby.
Fucking hell.
So she's crawling around causing fucking trouble now. But it's been good. It's been good. I must say though, I have felt a bit lost without the football and without this. Like the international games are all right, but it does feel like you just you get to the Thursday, Friday, and you think, shit, there's no West Ham this weekend, and it does put a bit of damper on it.
Do you think though the international break, if we was back in England, then you could watch it on a Thursday night down the pub having a couple of beers?
Yeah.
You'd take it a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not. I love international football. I love England. Always wanting to do well. I think it's obviously the timing of the games and I suppose the coverage over here is minimal, as you'd expect.
It's as minimal as you can make it, mate.
It is. So it was, whilst it wasn't great performance, it was important that we beat the Aussies because we'd never have heard the end of it. Like we would never have heard the end of it. So that was good. And then the Italy game,
did we beat them?
Really good. I don't know. Nath might be able to tell us.
Hey,
Fucking non-event. Didn't we? Last time we played was at Upton Park. I remember we won that.
At Wembley. And England won.
Yeah, last time we played, actually Rashford scored. It weren't the Upton Park game.
No, it wasn't. There was another
2016, wasn't it?
Yeah, Rashford.
You wouldn't know though. That the Aussie media seem to think that Australia won that game last week. It was the goals for and against doesn't seem to matter.
I tell you what, though, it was a fucking
semi-final as well.
It was a welcome exchange from hearing fucking Postecoglou's name left, right, and centre, wasn't it?
Well, I've actually banned about 5 different sports outlets on my Facebook because I can't fucking handle it anymore. Yeah. If the season is not won after fucking 8 games, the season is not won after 8 games.
The worst thing is though as well, like I know it's not a fucking Spurs or a Postecoglou podcast, but they've got no fucking European fixtures either. So unfortunately, they're probably going to have a decent run of it because they'll have less games than everyone else they're competing against at the top end. But
is there a delete button? Is there a delete button?
Yeah, you can delete that.
It's okay, mate. They will fuck it up.
Yeah, I forgot who was coaching. Yeah, Spurs.
But yeah, so England had a nice couple of wins. Italy, we've gone through to Germany. Happy days. But we are back. West Ham are back this weekend. Happy fucking days.
Yeah.
It's a big game. Massive game. I think this is
huge.
One of them games. I think with Newcastle and Aston Villa, I think these are the 2 games that are going to be where it really judges our season. If I'm being honest.
It'll be tough.
Par, aren't they? Those 3, the 2 you mentioned and us, we're kind of in that sort of middle, not going to penetrate the top 4, but we're in that sort of that little cluster below the top 4 that are all going to want to get points off each other. And it's really important to get something, I think.
It's a mini league, and especially with Europe going up to 8th, maybe this year as well. That's massive.
Yeah. It's interesting though. Like I was doing a bit of study on them today, and they haven't. They've beaten Burnley, Everton, Palace, and Chelsea, and everyone fucking beats Chelsea, right? So, and they got battled by fucking Newcastle and Liverpool, and they only drew against Wolves.
Is this Villa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They beat. Did you say Brighton as well?
No, they beat Brighton. Like,
I
so
know.
that game aside, you know, the rest of them, fuck, you would expect that we would win every one of those games, and quite convincingly as well, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So,
and I think too. I think that Bournemouth game. I think looking back now, that's definitely points dropped for us.
It definitely was. Yeah.
I think the first game of the season, you can never judge too much by it. But with hindsight, it's definitely a game that we should have won. I think this will be a really tough game Sunday. You know, fortunately, I think we've got a decent set of games afterwards where we should pick up some points. But you're right, King. This is an indicator of where we're at. You know, if we are going to be serious about, you know, hanging around that top 8, games like this, we should be looking to pick something up. But
well, they've got 4 players out. I saw today: Tyrone Mings, Alex Moreno, Jacob Ramsey, and Emiliano Bundier. Is that right?
Sounds better than I could pronounce it.
Bundia.
Yeah.
Bundia. Yeah, I've heard that name before.
Yeah.
So, but that's a. But again, with Newcastle, they had a lot out as well. Oh, mate, who do you reckon had the biggest bet on, Tonali or Paqueta? No.
Man.
Yeah.
Cannot believe that.
Yeah. They do have a few injuries. They do have a few, but then, you know, I mean, they've got some pretty fucking good players as well. Like Watkins does really, really well up front. Like he's got 4, and 3 of them did come from that Brighton game. The other one was against Chelsea, but he really links up well with Diaby and that Douglas Luiz in midfield. And then Luca Dina? I think I'm pretty sure. Didn't they get him from Everton?
Yeah.
And we were in for him at the same time, weren't we?
Yeah, he didn't want to come to us. We weren't big enough club, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's chipped in with a couple of assists as well. So they do have some threats, but I don't know. I reckon we got their measure.
Ollie Watkins, if he's on fire though,
he'll score. I reckon he'll score.
Yeah.
He likes scoring against us, and he's one of those strikers that we struggle to deal with. You know, Nicky types.
Yeah. He's like another Callum Wilson, isn't he?
Evening, Alan.
Yeah, he is a decent player, and I mean, I know he's only scored 4, but I think he's had a lot more opportunities than that. So, he's definitely someone that we need to watch and be mindful of. I don't know. I reckon we just got way too much going the other way.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Nice to see our loyal friend Frank Kingston's joined us.
There's
a comment here. How good was Australia? Almost beat England at Wembley.
I think that's a wind up.
Almost. Yeah. Anyway.
Thank you for the invitation as well. It only took 110 years or something, didn't it?
Well, you've got to be careful when you let into the country with all your criminal records. No, look, I've not really seen any news or anything. We didn't have any injury concerns off from the internationals, did we?
I know Antonio went to Jamaica.
Yeah. I think he played like 8 minutes as well, didn't he?
He might be higher. Don't know.
He didn't score though, did he?
No.
No. He was there with the baggy. He assisted.
Yeah. So from an injury perspective, apart from the usual ones, we don't really have any concerns, do we, for this weekend?
No. But Bowen got through unscathed, so I think Alvarez and
Dinos played, didn't he?
Yeah, and so did Aged. So
yeah.
I think the biggest worry going into this weekend is we've got 3 players on 4 yellow cards, right? And I think one of them is Emerson. And I think Cresswell has got a substantial injury at the moment, so we don't even have any cover there at left back. It'd be interesting to see how that plays out.
Is it a splinter up his arse?
Probably. I imagine so. But,
Well, Emerson's going to get another yellow card in the next 3 games, isn't he? It's guaranteed.
Yeah, sure.
Alvarez is the other one as well, isn't he?
Yeah,
And Paqueta.
Yeah.
Weekend.
So
for the next game.
Lucas needs to coordinate it all with him because he obviously wants to win his money on who's getting booked and when. But we want to stagger it so that we're not getting 2 in one game, so they're both suspended. So he can have a meeting with that. The 3 of them can get together. 3
I
or
reckon he's
4
told Tonali to put a ton on it.
Yeah.
The thing is, have you seen the other guy from? Is it Juventus? He's actually been done already. He's got 8 months straight up, but Tonali hasn't yet.
Really?
Yeah. But here's a thing for you then. They've got bottomless money, right? They've also got Bruno Grimares or whatever his name is. He's Paqueta's best mate. Could you see them going for Paqueta in January?
Well, they might
if he gets the lengthy ban.
Is he going to go there though?
Your best mate's there. Who knows? If they're flying high, mate.
It's interesting though. Like
It's a question. It's not. I don't.
Look, I'm reading
It's
between
hard
the
to
lines.
say.
I'm seeing that the club seem to be lining themselves up to make some decent signings in January. I'm talking about us, right? And I think we're going to actually go all out in January to try and get some solid players and going for a Brazilian guy. And I think we're going to have a real good go at making it, attractive for Paquetá to stay. Whether it works or not, it's another matter, isn't it? We tried to do that for Rice, but if we have a decent season, with top 5 or 6 come January and buy some decent players in, maybe he's going to be happy. But,
I think it's interesting you say that, Dave.
I think with with the Bowen situation and him getting a new contract and the young kid Riggs signing as well, everything is shouting project to me. Like that's the main word, project. It's like, they know something that we don't, and I just wish I knew a little bit because it seems exciting.
Yeah.
Well, everything that I've heard other podcasts talk about, I don't follow him, his missus much, but she is apparently all over socials, like loving London. Kids are all in fucking West Ham kits and things like that. So, and we're trying to negotiate a new contract with him now to remove that transfer clause. So
yeah, but so was Pyatt, mate.
Yeah.
Until his missus found out he was shagging some bird from Chingford.
I wasn't going to say that, but hopefully Lucas keeps his dick in his pants and focuses on football and gambling.
with them dance moves, mate, I can see him picking up a bit in faces or something, mate. I'll tell you that.
We've just got to try and keep him, haven't we? Keep him happy.
Yeah. I think a lot of it will come back to this next run of games that we've got, though, right? We talked about it on our last show. Like we've got, Villa's probably the most challenging game we've got in our next 5 Premier League games. Yeah, so
someone got something going off on the background.
I fucking think it might be me, to be honest.
I can hear someone going off big time in the background.
Yeah, it's not here. It's not here. We're all being
Is it you, mate?
Yeah, it's me.
Civil war going.
It's me. There's a domestic going on in Everton Park at the moment.
There was something going on outside my fucking in Wollowing as well today. When I was coming back from 6 aside, some geezer jumped over the railway banister and fucking everyone started shouting, and I was like, "Fucking hell!" Yeah. All kicking off.
This is supposed to be a safe place to live.
New guy to the channel, I think, because I've not seen him before. I at the moment, we have to capitalise on having Paqueta in our squad. I think with him, you can build a Champions League caliber team. 100% agree with that. You build around Paqueta, Bowen, Kudos. We've got a solid defence as well, apart from when Aguirre has a brain fucking fart. And we've got a world-class goalkeeper as well.
I think it's going to be pivotal staying up in that upper reaches of the league, and it's a lot easier to keep these guys if we're, not necessarily pushing for the Champions League, but if we're fighting up at the top half of the table, it's going to be impossible if we drop off and we're 12th, 13th. There's going to be no incentive, and guys like that they need to be playing decent football. So hopefully we can keep it going, because I absolutely love watching him play.
Yeah, I think with Villa, for me, they're one of them teams I actually really hate them. Like Everton, Aston Villa, they're a couple of clubs that I hate. So I hope we don't get turned over. They did Brighton well, man. Like, they played Brighton off the park and probably should have had more. So, but I can't ever see any team doing that to us, to be honest. I think Moisey the way Moisey plays, I can't see anyone doing a 6-1.
Mate, they always did what they did what West Ham did to Brighton. Yeah, like we might have got as many goals, but they had fuck all of the ball. They just sat behind in a 4-4-2 block and just played balls in behind. And got through.
But I'm a little bit. That does make me a bit scared sometimes. I'm like, well, if we've got the 1 or 2, get comfortable, go again. Like, obviously they're gettable. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully we do have a little bit more of a go. But yeah, going on to score predictions, and then we'll get into other news. Excuse me. What are we going for, Nath?
I fancy us. I think we'll still leak 1 or 2 maybe. Watkins will probably score. I'm going to say 2-1. 2-1.
Matty?
Yeah, look, I'll probably clarify my level of hatred for Villa, seeing as though you brought up the subject. Do you know what? I don't.
In 1970, they got to Manchester.
I feel absolutely nothing for them. To me, they are just a complete non-entity of a club. Like, I know they've won a European Cup, but they're just fucking nothing. Like,
they are a big club. They are a big club.
I was thinking in the shower before, if you woke up tomorrow and Villa didn't exist, it wouldn't change anyone's life. Like, no one would give a shit. So, having said that,
now, don't need that thought.
Having said that, I think it'll be tough.
Blowing bubbles.
Bubbles out his ass.
Oh man! Look, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I think I'm hopeful we'll get a win, but I think it'll be 1-1.
1-0. Dave, what are you going for, mate?
Yeah, I'm leaning in with 2-1. Actually, I think we need a result here. We definitely need at least a point, right? I think anything less than a point puts too much distance between them and us. I think we need at least a point. But I'm with Nave. I fancy us to win 2-1. I think we've got a lot of quality. I think we're going to go all out for it. I think Paquetá will have a fucking game of his life. He'll get on the score sheet. And what about Critters? I mean, we haven't talked about that yet. I think he's got to find a way to get him in the starting lineup at the moment. The way he played the other day, like a couple of weeks ago.
I think he could. I think he could do that Antonio role. He's strong. He's direct. He can turn on the ball. I think he could do it. To be honest,
I don't think he'll make any changes for this game for a couple of reasons. I think it's the type of game that he'll look at. We want to go there and not get beat. That's probably how we'll approach it. You also factor in then that we've got some easier, more winnable games. We're probably going to be looking at a suspension or two in that run of games as well. So there's going to be forced changes to the team.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to risk making changes for this one. I think he'll wait and see, hopefully grind out a result or a win. And then we may see some either enforced or not enforced changes over the next 3 or 4 games. That's my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, mate. I think Alvarez will end up in the book. and he'll miss the next game. And I think then that's the chance to go with just Souček as a defensive in the next home game, and then maybe you get Kudus in there with Ward-Prowse and you stick Bakella out wide. As he's done a little bit with that left position. But but I'm gonna go out there and go 2-1. Maybe Kudus will come on and score the winning goal, mate. Be nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Kingy?
I'm gonna go 3-1 to us. I just think I think we'll score first. I think we'll get the second, then they'll get one, and we'll get one in the last 10. I just got a feeling.
Yeah. I hope you're right.
And I do really want to get Paquetá on the score sheet as well. I want to see him get a couple of goals now. Like, he does everything else right. I do want to see him get a couple of goals now, though. Like, he's magical, but I want to see him hit the back of the net. I need to see that dance.
Do you think he'll take a pen if we get it?
Yeah, I think so.
Unless Bowen takes it off him.
Yeah, well, he hasn't had one since he missed against Liverpool, has he?
No.
I think until Paquetá misses, he's probably on duty.
Well, it's been him or Ben Rama, isn't it?
Ben
Rama's not going to start.
Yeah, but I think Ben Rama's been put up on a fucking changing room somewhere in Algeria. He's been hung up. He's been hung up on the hook.
He's in Manny's basement.
There's a couple of predictions come through in the chat.
Can you crack on with the comments today, mate?
So there's one from Frank.
Can you hang on? Because you just missed a couple, mate. So we start from there. Kieran Devaney, good day, chaps. Watching from Regent's Park. Where's Regent's Park? I'm not sure.
There is a Regent's Park we hope so. There is one in.
In London. Sorry. All the way from over there. Happy days.
No, I don't think it is, mate. I think it's one over here.
I think it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it is.
That up for us, Kieran. That'd be great.
Go on then. From that's it.
Yeah. So Frank Kingston, 1-0 to West Ham with 10% possession. Fuck. Well, I'll take it. Wouldn't be great to watch. Prediction from Kieran: 2-2 draw would be a good away result. Yeah, I think
so. Acceptable.
It would. Haydos, Sam Hayden says 2-2, and someone will cop a red. Probably Alvarez.
Yeah, also exactly what I was thinking.
Eye of the moment. We need them. We need them to exist because we've had a decent record against them. 3-2 to us. That's fair enough. I have not looked at any stats or anything, but I thought our record was probably a bit hit and miss against them.
No, I beg to differ. I think that we've had more 0-0 results against them than any other team in my lifetime. I think they've always just been a thorn in our arse. Always come to our place and take a point. Maybe recent years we've sort of squeezed the result out of them. But over the 30 odd years, 35 odd years I've been watching West Ham, Villa have always ground out points against
back in my day.
Back in my
whole time.
I'll tell you what though, one of my favourite games that I look back on, and we've talked about it on this show in the past, but I think we got it a little bit wrong when Fredericks and Soufal teamed up on Grealish. And I think we won 4-1, I think it was. Yeah, like that was like one of the best games to watch, and that was up at their shithole as well. So I don't know. I don't think it poses any fears for us. The more I looked at Villa today, like they played 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, and a 3-4-3 as well. And some games have been full of high possession, others they've sat back and absorbed. So it'll be interesting to sort of see how they actually try and shape up against us, whether they try to sit off and pick us off in behind, or they come at us. I don't know. I just reckon we're better across the park. I reckon we've got better players. And all of our best players are fit. So,
yeah, that's fair enough. Comment from Alan Dunn: 3-2 to the Hammers. Bowen, Souček, and Kudus to score. Won't please Kingy. He wants Paquetá on the score sheet, but I think any of us would take any win.
I'll take potato salad instead.
Yeah. So Kieran's clarifying Regent's Park is next to Browns Plains, but he's an Upton Park boy originally. And he's also said Souček will be a key player for this game. Kudus will have to wait. Yeah, I can see him.
I have to agree with that. I agree with that, Kieran. Definitely, mate. I do think he's going to break up play quite well. But I think he's going to be very important for us when Alvarez gets that fucking yellow card. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It will be an interesting thing to see what Moyes does. I mean, I think it's just inevitable, right? Alvarez will miss a game within the next 2 or 3. Who does he put next to Souček? Because it's fucking sure as shit he's not going to play him there by himself.
No.
I reckon he probably played Paqueta there.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same.
Because at least Paqueta can pass the fucking ball.
He can, and he'll get stuck in. He's not afraid to put tackles in
dirty
and
work.
track back. Yeah.
Maybe Ward-Prowse, but
I think he'd leave Ward-Prowse where he was and bring Kudus in to replace Paqueta.
What were you thinking, Dave?
Who have we actually got after Villa? We've
Everton at home.
Yeah,
So
got
that's
Everton at home, Brentford. There's one in between, though, isn't there? Someone shit.
just looking now.
Olympiacos in the cup we've got, haven't we?
Yeah,
Next
but
week.
we've got someone else shit. Is it Forest?
Everton's our next game. No, Brentford. Brentford away.
Yeah. And then what's the one after that?
Brentford away. Then we've got Forest at home,
Yeah.
and then
okay.
Burnley.
So you've got to be looking at least 3 wins from them 4 games, if not 4.
Minimum.
And if we don't, then that'll derail the season, I think, a little bit. I do.
Yeah.
I know it seems early to say, but you pick up a couple of losses against a couple of them teams, and it starts getting a little bit like they're the teams we should be beating. If we're taking them losses against the Man Cities, the Liverpools, and then we're taking the draws against Villas and stuff like that, we have to win every single one of them games underneath us, home and away, to be where we want to be. That's in my opinion. You can't be losing any of them games. That's why I'm saying with the Bournemouth game, it seems like it was 2 points dropped now.
I thought it was on time, to be honest. It was only that
with the start we've had.
Yeah. I think it's only that we won the next 3 after Bournemouth that result became palatable. I think it was a game we had there by the fucking bollocks and we blew it. But then went and got 3 wins. You go, well, fucking 10 points out of 4 games. Thank you very much. So
We've got such a hectic schedule though, in between now and pretty much Christmas, really, right? Like Olympiacos home and away, and then as Frankie Kingston said as well, we've got Arsenal in the cup. So there's a fair bit going on for us. So.
Do you think he'll play? Do you think he'll play?
Number 41.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think. I think they'll probably make changes for that game anyway. I think it's a really good.
Does suspensions carry on into that?
Don't think
no,
so.
I think it's separate.
No, I think it's
or is that the FA Cup?
Don't know.
It's one of the two, because I remember when Hayden Mullins when he got sent in the Prem and he weren't allowed to play in the
final.
FA Cup final.
Right.
Yeah. So I know it's the FA Cup, but I'm not sure if it's the League Cup as well.
Yeah, okay.
Frank, I've just seen your comment, mate, and I'm not happy.
So Frank's comments here, I'll flash him up. His first one says we have Arsenal in the cup. His second one says 41 will play for sure. And his third one says 41 will score a goal against us. Fucking hell, Frank. We're trying to be positive and keep things up.
Barrel of laughs, aren't you, Frankie?
Look, I genuinely, I don't think he'll play. I think it's too convenient and too easy for him to shirk it. It'll definitely play in the league. But, you know, I don't know. I just don't think he'll
apparently the Boxing Day game is going to get changed as well.
Yeah.
Is that because of the shopping sales at Westfield?
It's away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is away.
Yeah.
I know they're talking about changing
on Boxing Day, isn't it? because of Westfield.
That's why Brighton.
I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the deal
So
with the
Kieran has said, question: 8th place could be a European spot this year, lads. Do we think we can achieve it? 100%.
Yeah.
But we need
Absolutely.
to get these points in these next 3 games.
Yeah.
I think.
The way we started, though, I reckon 8th place is an underachievement for us. Like this next 5 or 6 games in the league are very, very pivotal for us. But the way that we've started and the other teams around us, we should be eyeing off 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I reckon we're good enough if our players can stay fit.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you there, Nath. I think we can have a real good challenge here this year. But if we're firing on all fronts on the League Cup, FA Cup, if we're going for 4th or 5th, we need to use a squad. We need to use a squad. It's what the squad's for. That's modern day football. You have to, and as I said the other week, it's not dropping Souček. It is rotating. You have to rotate players, and you got to use them for certain games. That's just my opinion. But
I don't disagree with you, King. But I think as well as rotation, we need to adjust our formation as well. Like there has to be games there where Alvarez can just sit in as a 6 and we can play 2-10. So you can get whether it's Ward-Prowse and Paqueta sitting higher, or even if Ward-Prowse needs a break and you put Kudus and Paqueta in front of Alvarez, I reckon that's like we've got the squad to do it.
Yeah, and like as I said, like you can. I'd rather him try and manage games, not game to game, but he does need a plan B. He needs to use something else, because otherwise you are going to become unstuck. Like I don't know. But Frank's just said, "Oi, I've had a few whiskies. What's your tipple, Frankie boy?" And he's also said, "I'm a pessimistic drunk." Yeah, we all are. We all are.
Yeah. Look, I don't know.
Fucking hell, did Jesus just come down and grab you there, Matty?
the light's been shot on me.
Fucking hell. You paid the lecky bill, mate.
Fucking hell. I don't know what's going on.
Get mum to meet her. Get mum to meet her.
I've got ferrets running round in hamster wheel. Keep things ticking over. Look, 4th or 5th, I'd love it. I can't see it, to be honest. I don't know why. I think my realistic, I suppose, not expectations, but what I'd want from the season would be, if we can get top 6, I'd be absolutely over the moon. I think that would probably be a really, really good achievement. I think 7th or 8th.
Has someone got a window open? I can hear like a husky.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Not here.
I
think Nash had a fair bit of noise going on, I think.
Oh, it's some terrible trotters next door that having a bit of a shindig. They've all just got home from down the road on the beers, I think. So,
Darren Higgins.
Darren Higgins, evening all.
Duff,
best wishes from Bangkok.
Evening all, best wishes from Bangkok. Hello, Darren. Welcome aboard, mate. Frank Kingston, his little tipple is the Jack Daniels. Anyone else like Jack Daniels? I don't mind it.
No. I don't mind. It's not a whiskey, though, is it?
No,
too sweet for me.
Real whiskey.
Yeah, Dave would know all about them. Robert Singleton. We have 3 players, 1 yellow card from suspension. Yeah, we just spoke about that, mate. And we were just trying to work out who's going to take it first. And I think Wetter said that Emerson's probably going to take it.
Yeah.
I was actually just looking online, and yellow cards don't carry across apparently, but red cards do. So if you're on a red, you can serve it in the cup games, but the yellow cards don't. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kieran just said, "Good day, Darren, mate. Friends, West Ham friends." Love to see the interaction, boys. Love it. Robert, my man. Jesus, We're all about.
It's all happening online, mate.
Everyone's loving each other. Geezer, how you doing? Yeah, we're great. We're really good. All good, brother. Yeah, Rob, sorry you're late to the party as well, mate. But yeah, we did talk about it. But yeah, so we've got Alvarez, Paqueta, and Emerson all on that yellow card. So yeah, we just it's been a bit of a weird week of news, really. Did anyone hear about the new training ground at Oakwood Heath or Oakwood Park?
Yeah.
I think it was.
I did.
One thing I don't know about is if they're going to be putting the two together now. So you know how the academy trains away from the first team? I don't know whether this is one where they could combine the two, which I'd be all for. I don't think the academy should be away from the top team players.
No. I did hear they're still they're talking about Rush Green as well. So whether or not it's a secondary option for us or not, I don't know. I hear they're still talking to the council about Rush Green at the same time. There's something like 29 amateur clubs that all play out of that. Is it Oak Ridge? Is it where it was?
Yeah, that's it. 29. That they're gonna have to put them somewhere. Like,
yeah.
That's a big club. 29 teams.
Apparently, there's also cricket pitches and stuff there too. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Tim Stylant might go down there and do a little bit of a scouting mission. There's enough players down there, for fuck's sake.
Sounds like there's enough space to land his fucking private jet there, so you can just fly in from Stratford.
He didn't turn up at my fucking six-a-side tonight, I'll tell you that.
I thought you'd quit playing six-a-side.
No, this one's outdoors. I can't play indoors. I'm going to
okay.
kill someone. I'll kill someone.
Yeah, all right.
Too quick and nippy, mate. And then this is how the love affair started from Kieran. We know each other mainly from being on West Ham YouTube channels. Well, boys, thank you very much for coming on to ours. Very much appreciated. It's always nice to see new faces on, and yeah, it's really good.
Give us a plug on those other YouTube channels too, boys. That'd be really appreciated.
Yeah.
What's that?
You talk.
I was just going to say, Kieran and Rob, give us a plug on the other YouTube channels as well. That'd be really nice.
Yeah, we might give you a T-shirt.
You might have covered this in the last show. I wasn't there for it, but I can't remember if it happened before or after. But have we talked about Bowen's contract?
No. Yeah, we did.
Did you?
Yeah, we did. We did. It might not have made it onto air, but we did talk about it.
Oh, can I just clear something up here, right? We are new. We're young boys into this game, right? And we spoke for a good 45 minutes in the pub on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm going to blame Dave. I'm going to blame him.
Fuck off. Come on.
You don't charge your phone, mate. It's not my phone.
The only fucking millennial on here that runs around with 2% fucking charge.
Yeah. Hang on. Who did I say? Let's not do it on my phone because it's not going to do it. I had a hunch. I said it from the start. You can't deny it.
Note for future. If it's in low power mode, it shuts down after 20 minutes.
So
we all learned something, didn't we?
Lesson learned from all.
They'll leave you for one show. Fuck me.
I'll tell you what, no one can say sorry on this show either. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, we did a really good show, but it did get cut to 22 minutes or so. So we do apologise. It was actually a good little yarn, but yeah, it didn't come out, and we will make sure that won't happen again. David.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Oh, there you go. You happy now?
There we go. It's accountability. That's all you got to do. Accountability.
Yeah. I do remember offering up my phone, but it was quickly knocked back by the youngest person on this show. I'm just saying.
I don't think it was.
Look, I think we.
I said use your phone.
We can
said use your phone, mate.
My fault anyway.
I love all the old boys trying to gang up on me. It must have been your hearing, mate.
Who the fuck walks out of their house with 5% charge on their phone? That's all I'm wondering about.
Kingy's phone's always about to fucking shit itself. I've never known a man live on 10% battery all the time. Do you remember
it's not just his phone either, right?
Yeah, running around the airport trying to charge your phone up. Anyway, what was the talk? Yeah, so I didn't talk about Bowen's contract. I was well happy. I was, you know, we were joking about there's no way that he could leave and he was too cemented in the family and all that shit. But, you know, there was a little bit of me that was worried that, you know, Liverpool or someone had come calling in January or next year. So that contract, I was made up when I saw that, you know, and everybody who was involved in getting that deal over the line deserves a good pat on the back.
Never in doubt, mate. He's literally married to the club, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Oh, he'd have been absolutely vilified if he'd fucked off, wouldn't he?
Yeah,
We'd
but-
have hated him.
I'll tell you what he said in his comment when he was like, the club have like shown a lot of faith in me and I want to repay them and that was a fucking big dig, that was, mate. I'll tell you.
It was,
that
wasn't
was a big
it?
dig.
It was.
100%.
And the thing is, who wants to read this one?
I'll read this. There's a comment. So Haydos has just piped up. I once conceded a goal at Kingy. It was my worst moment in football. We battered his side all game, and it was his only touch all day.
And it was from the halfway line, by the way.
Was it really?
Yes, because I couldn't be bothered to fucking run.
You didn't need to if Haydos in goal, mate.
Oh dear.
Kieran, we'll do, boys. I'll come on yours one day if invited. Yeah, we are going to start getting people on. We just need to get the right technology and work out how we're going to do it to make it nice and easy for ourselves. Because as I just said, we can't even upload a fucking video. So once we get that sorted out, we'll be all right.
Charge your phone. But anyway.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. Right. Rob Singleton, Darren, we meet again. Jesus Christ, boys, get a room, you know.
It's all going off, isn't it?
Mm.
Go on, you can say this one.
Jimmy, good to see you. Hope you're well. Bowen set himself up to be an all-time legend with that contract. Well played, Danny Dyer. Yeah, agree.
You know what would have been a really good? Do you know what would have been a really good picture? You know, if Danny Dyer was behind Bowen in the jet, just sitting behind him, that would have been fucking awesome. Actually, that could have been really good.
Jesus Christ.
Dave Hutton, late to the party.
Oh,
Also.
Dave.
Hello,
Hello,
Dave.
Dave.
Good day, mate.
All right, Dave.
Get King
Dave
of
says
CB
get
Radio.
CB Radio. Yeah. You wouldn't even know what CB Radio was.
Dave's showing his age there, isn't
Yeah, I don't have a clue what that is.
he?
I think there's an app for that on your phone now, mate. So don't worry about it.
It wouldn't run out of battery anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Haydos was quietly confident Bowen would resign. Resign?
Resign.
Resign.
Yeah, he needs a little hyphen in there. Resign. Resign.
Not convinced about Paqueta sticking around, especially with Pep in his ear or around his fucking midriff.
To be honest, though, I think we were expecting it, and that's why we brought Kudus in, isn't it? And I think we got Kudus in early, and hopefully we can convince him otherwise.
Could you see a swap for Phillips and Paqueta and a bit of money?
Well, Phillips he's going to be off, isn't he? It's just whether he goes.
I don't want him.
Are you talking about January or summer?
I'm not saying I want him. I'm putting a question out there.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Phillips
it'll be a
has
very
got to
shit
go
show.
No. I get you. And I think no, because I think we don't need him. I think we've got Alvarez, we've got Souček already in those positions.
Yeah.
We've got players that can do some dirty work as well. I don't think we'll bring in. I don't think we'll swap a creative player for a player like Phillips. I fucking hope he won't anyway.
I'll tell you what. I watched his. Jesus is back. Fucking hell, it's like Star Trek.
Yeah.
Beam me up.
Halo.
But yeah, I think. Did you see Calvin Phillips in his interview after the England game? He just kept smiling. I'm like, he's like a kid that won a Jimmy will fix it fucking badge, isn't it? Like, when I played for England.
Yeah, it's because he got a fucking game. That's why it doesn't matter who it's for. He's just fucking happy to be on the park.
It's embarrassing. And then Harry Maguire, he also moaned, didn't he? He was like,
Stop teasing me.
England fans shouldn't be booing England players. I just put up on their England thing today. I was like, look, you're in a job that you can be scrutinised or booed. If you don't like it, become a plumber. 10-4. Is that your score prediction, Robert?
Fucking hell.
It's all about fucking CB radio, mate.
Come.
Darren Higgins, Kieran, I can't believe these young guns haven't invited you. Must be just around the corner in Brisbane.
Fucking hell, if they're calling you lot young, fuck me, there's a problem. They must be old.
Oh, come on.
Comment from Kieran. Boys, can you put your names up so we know who's who? Or is it they don't show when you
I think if you remove the comment, then the names will appear. But while the comment's up, our names don't show, I think. So if you actually just hide the comment.
Okay.
There we go.
Kingy, Convict, myself, Dave, and Luscious Lord Lucan.
Oh,
that's right. AKA Jesus.
We call him Beam Me Up Scotty.
Yeah. It's also known as a... He's been captured by terrorists in the past as well.
Yeah, I'm still here, still going strong. Jimmy Nolan says Paqueta's value must have gone up massively since the summer. I mean, they were talking 100 million. Or they offered 100 million, didn't they?
No.
85.
85 million. So,
and then the gambling thing came out, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, he's proven himself to be worth more than what anyone was prepared to pay for him.
How much would you say he's worth now then? Let's go around quickly. Nath?
110, easy.
Yeah, one.
I think the problem is with his current contract, any bid over 85, and we don't have a choice.
Yeah, but isn't that triggered after a year or?
It comes into play this summer.
Right.
So that's why they're trying to get the work done early, I think. So.
Sorry, what was that? I didn't get that. What was that?
How much?
His contract clause at the moment is at 85. So as soon as somebody puts an official bid in for that amount, we have to accept it. So that's why they.
Was it a rumor? Is that confirmed then? Who's confirmed that?
Yeah, no. Alex was talking about it on his show this week. So that's why they're trying to put a new contract in play that takes that out of it. So.
Okay. There you go.
So good question from Dave. I actually got spotted in the wild on the international break by Dave as well. So Dave says, "Hey Nathan, since our part of town is all West Ham, time to petition to rename Everton Park. What name is your suggestion, lads?"
Hammer Park.
Hammer Park. Yeah, we could easily just replace it to Upton Park. That'd be good enough for me.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Still a shit.
You're close enough. What would you call it? What was that, Dave?
I said it's still a shithole no matter what you call it, though, isn't it?
It's because it takes you 45 minutes to get into town.
That's why he doesn't go home and he sleeps on the
That's right. I could walk home, Dave. He's got to fucking sleep on a park bench.
Park bench park. That's what I'd call it.
Bench park. That way you'd feel more comfortable around here, Dave.
Yeah, I feel like home,
I've just realised, Matty, you actually look like you're about to do a signing for a hooligan book.
Yeah. Well, I'll sign whatever you want, mate.
Oh, I bet you would. Darren Higgins, who's the same bottom left?
That'll be Dave.
Me,
if
Dave
it's the
Rhodes.
same as
Dave Rhodes, the founder of Brisbane Hammers.
Yeah. Also known
No worries,
as
mate.
Benchman.
And we've got Mr. Kent Hammers. How you doing, mate? Pac-Man is worth 120 plus. Add, I think his release clause has to be paid in full in summer, not 100%, though that's the rumor. Okay. Well,
okay, yeah, I hadn't heard all that.
Yeah.
Would you take 30 million for Souček in the summer by Inter Milan if they go for him?
Nah. There's no point because you can't get anything for the same value. So, no, I'd keep him.
What do we pay for Alvarez?
35.
30 million? 35.
Yeah. But that's the bargain, though, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Really, that's cheap, mate. That's cheap now. That's 35 million for him is outrageously cheap when you think back to it. Like that's ridiculous. But we'll take it all day long. How old is he, by the way?
Who's Souček?
Souček?
No.
Alvarez.
Isn't he like 24?
25.
Yeah, 25, something like that.
Yeah.
Coming into his prime.
Dave H. Okay, what's the score prediction for the Villa game? Apologies if you have done this. Going for an optimistic 2-1 win for West Ham. I've said 3-1. Nathan said
2-1.
2-1.
I said 2-1.
And I said 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah.
Kent Hammers, hello all in the chat. Hello, mate.
Morning, Kent. How are you?
Mickey Smith, good day, lads. I think this is a new one. Mickey, how you doing, mate? Actually, is that Mickey Smith from Claret and Booze? If it is, mate, you're doing great on the show now, mate. Really good. Love watching you. Haydos, if someone crap like Richarlison can keep getting away with 50 mil transfers, then Paquetá would be at worst double that. Yeah, I'd agree. I'd definitely agree with that one. Richarlison, mate, he's
I think he's worth more. Yeah. Just on Alvarez, he turns 26 later on this month.
Okay.
Cool.
It's not old, is it?
Why do all these footballers look older than what they are, though?
I don't know.
Like, I don't think I look like that at 25.
Alvarez looks rough, doesn't he? He
looks like he's had a tough paper round, boy, doesn't he?
Yeah, does.
Just had a lot of time in the sun in Mexico.
There's a comment from Kieran. Alvarez and Prowse were a Sreel, but it's all right because he's gone and corrected himself and he's put Sreel again.
I think he's on the same whiskey as Frank Kingston.
Fucking hell.
Boom.
There we go. He got there in the end.
Got it.
Comment from Kent. If you sold Big Tom for 30-35 and got Phillips for that money, I'd take it. Not being confirmed, Big Tom has signed a deal by the club. If he hasn't, he's free in the summer. Well, look, that puts. I didn't realise that, and that does put a different perspective on it. I suppose the question would be: would you get Phillips for 30-35 million?
I don't think you would.
I don't think you would.
How can you not? Hang on, let's think about this. Like, he ain't playing. How can you sell a player? He's got a depreciating value if he ain't playing a game.
He's
played 70 minutes of
player, though, isn't he? Like Nathan Ake, they were asking for 45, 50 when he wasn't playing at all.
Yeah. And he's still playing for England.
Didn't they pay something stupid like 80 for him? How much did they pay for him?
I think it was 60.
They paid
it was about 60, 65, something like that, though. It was pretty high.
Yeah. But, I would take... if we could get Phillips for that money, I would take him.
Yeah. See, I don't mind Phillips.
Put that another way.
I don't mind him. I think he's a tidy footballer.
Would you prefer Phillips to Souček then? Let's put that straight swap. Get rid of Souček and put Phillips in. Would you see that as an upgrade?
Look, my head says but I love Thomas. I just like King said the other day. I just picture him eating potato salad with a big fucking smile on his face, not knowing that he's overachieving in life.
When he scores, when he scores, he's like, "Oh fuck me, yay!" Like,
he looks so happy, doesn't he? He looks so fucking happy.
He must have some goal bonus, that geezer.
But put him off. Get Phillips in.
Mickey Smith, it is, mate. Thank you.
Would you believe that Sorry, I was just about to say they're both born in '95. So Souček turned 28 in February, and Calvin Phillips turns 28 in November or December.
Souček is only 28.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate. What are they?
Yeah.
What's his mum feeding him nails
Potato
and shit?
Salad. Potato salad.
Yeah, but and then you got Phillips turns 28 in December.
I'd still take Phillips.
Right.
Yeah.
I
think the difference is though, like you'd probably trust Phillips to do Alvarez's role, right? I don't trust Souček to do that role.
Yeah, agreed.
So,
Kieran's on the red wine. Actually, good man. It's a Thursday. We like it. We promote it. And if there is any alcohol businesses out there that do want to sponsor a show, we would love to take it on. I know Claret and Booze have got the coffee and tea company now, but we'll take booze. We'll take booze, please.
Just how we roll.
George Crowd, good day, boys. Hello, Georgie, mate. Nice to have you on board. Kent Hammers.
Phillips' value has gone down, and I've only put him down 15 mil. He was 50 when he signed from Leeds.
Was he?
Yeah, 50 million. So,
He's got to go down.
He has, the value's got to go down. But
didn't realise he was.
It's actually just saying here 42, potentially rising up to 45.
Yeah, but when you think about it, right, you look at the players that we've let go in the recent years, right? Like Anderson, Skamaka, they've all depreciated in value because they ain't been playing. So how could another team's player be exactly the same? I've got to say, it's got to be depreciated, 100%.
Yeah. It probably also comes back to that. Like, do Man City need the money? Probably not. So they just
do they want to free up their places? That's another thing as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that is true.
They're an evolving team. They don't give fucking 5-year contracts out to fucking 35-year-olds.
Yeah, but then maybe he's also in their squad as a homegrown player as well, being English.
Yeah.
Like, that's just
but, and that pops his value up a little bit too, though, doesn't it? So
yeah, most expensive English sub in the fucking world. Jimmy Nolan, Souček over
Phillips.
Yeah.
Is he from where's
Is everyone's keyboards all right?
He's Kieran's, mate.
Keep going with the comments, Matty.
Yeah, all right. So Kieran reckons Phillips has got a nicer haircut.
It's because he's got more fucking time, that's why.
I don't know. He's pretty suspect, is Barnett.
I like it.
Darren Higgins, how many Craig Dawsons for a Phillips? But there's another legend. I think you'd need about 5 Phillips for a Craig Dawson, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So. And I'll tell you what, Phillips done a job on Haaland the other day, didn't he?
He fucking really did. You mean Dawson?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Well, I didn't mean Phillips because he don't fucking play.
Yeah. He's in the same fucking team as well. So if he's doing a job on the Haaland, he ain't doing a good job.
Fuck, you'd want to see the photos, wouldn't
you? Dawson
question
awesome,
from Dave H, which I'm hoping isn't aimed specifically at me. Have any of you lads tried the new Sid Pie Shop in the Best Side, aka North Side of Brisbane? Pie, mash and liquor on sale. Going there for lunch tomorrow. I haven't. I have been.
I've heard good things.
I got a Scotch egg, and it wasn't great.
Let me give this a bit of context. So what Dave is talking about, we're very lax of British shops over here, obviously for obvious reasons, and we've got a couple. And one of them, Sid's Pie Shop, is doing pie mash and liquor, and I do want to go and try it. I wouldn't mind giving it a little go, to be honest. But I did go to Burley Waters the other day, and I went to a British fish and chip shop, and it was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah,
great shop as well. They had pickled onion waters as well. I was well chuffed.
Better than Chumley Warners.
Yep, both fish and chips.
Really?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Right.
We'll have to take a trip out there. We might do a Jolly Boys outing. But yeah, good luck with the old Sids tomorrow, mate. Mark Jarvis, what was everyone's first West Ham game you attended, and can you remember the score? Mine was Barnsley in 1991 at home. I think we won 2-0. Do you remember yours, Dave?
Yeah, mate. It was the year before that. It was 1990, April against Bournemouth. We won 4-1. Dixie scored a penalty. He just missed 2. First time in his career he'd missed 2 in a row by trying to place them. He said, "I'm going to smash the next one." That's what he did. Hit the fucking hole in the net. And yeah, no, we smashed.
Doesn't it sound like Dave needs a bit of like Blur part like when he starts talking like behind him, like the tune?
I got rudely awakened by the dustman.
That's uncanny. It's uncanny.
Then I wonder about leaving the house.
Hey, what's yours, mate?
Oh, mate, my first game was actually in 2017. It was my first trip to London. Went to London Stadium, watched West Ham Leicester, and we lost 3-2.
I was at that game. Vardy scored.
Yeah, he did, and I'm pretty from memory, Lanzini scored a fucking banger of a free kick.
Free kick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there as well, mate.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good game to watch. I fucking enjoyed the day. It was great. But,
yeah, I do remember it well, mate. I kind of do. I had a bit of the Rib Man's fuck off sauce, and I had snot coming out my fucking mate.
Really?
That rib sauce, mate, unbelievable. But I'll tell you what, I'll be going back for it in February.
Yeah,
I'll be going back for it in February. Matty, what was yours in 1955?
Do you know what? I don't actually know what my first game was. It was around, it was around 88, 89, and it was either at Old Trafford or at Oldham Boundary Park. My dad was a fully fledged alcoholic, so he can't fucking remember anything. But we used to go to all the away games that were around the Northwest and Manchester. So I remember going to Oldham, Old Trafford, couple of times in the late 80s, but I don't know which one came first. My first game at Upton Park, I do remember, that was 1991 against Oldham. Well, sat in the top of the West Stand, and Oldham were playing in a green kit on the fucking green pitch. And we won 1-0. Mitchell Thomas scored the winner. So I vividly remember my first game at Upton Park. But I reckon I'd been to probably between 10 and 20 games before that, but don't know which one was the first.
Fucking hell, you started drinking early, didn't you? Mine was against Watford when they first went up, and we won 1-0, and Paolo Di Canio scored. And I remember it was my first time my dad took me, and I think it was 1998 or 99, I think it was. And we
beat Watford 2-1. One chop and Di Canio scored, I think, in 99.
It's not. Yeah.
What, at home?
Oh, that was at Watford. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it was at home. That was at Upton Park. But yeah, I remember they fucked up our tickets, and they had to walk us across the like bubbly red shit behind the goal. Like I was only about 9, and I just remember David James like jumping in for slide like at training before the game, and I was fucking excited. But I'll never forget the smell of Upton Park walking through there, and I just can't beat it. And when I go back in February, I'm going to go and do a little bit of a tour or something. I have to do it. You have to do it.
Yeah.
And I think you're coming as well, Matty, on that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get you in trouble. I'm just trying to get you in trouble.
It looks like he's still going through the approval process.
No, I don't need approval. I'm my own man.
Everyone in the chat, just make sure you comment that Matthew Nolan has to come with me back to England to watch the Mighty Hammers for a few games in February. If you want to see him there, put it in the comments, please, and just make sure that he misses it.
GoFundMe page.
Yeah, go.
See me there that much. You can contribute.
Dave, Kieran's just said to Dave H, being from Southfield, I think you're talking bollocks. Being from the Southfield, I think you're talking about. I don't know what's happening there.
Jack Daniels, that's what it sounds like, doesn't it?
He's the red wine.
Oh, right.
Ken Ammers says 2-2 Sunday. Watkins and Diaby to score, and Antonio and Big Tom Potato Salad eating man to score for West Ham. Yeah, I predicted a draw. I think that's how it'll end up. And Kent also said if it was 91 mark, Barnsley, I think was 3-2. Dowie got the winner. Kent's first game was Norwich home 1992, which was a 4-0 win.
Fucking massive.
I don't remember that. I remember 93 was the 3-3 draw with Norwich on a Monday night. And I know that because I taped the radio recording of it, and I used to listen to it at night when I went to bed for fucking years. I just listened to the replay of that match, so I could probably do a blow by blow commentary on the 93 game, or 93 or 94, I think, but I don't remember the 4-0 game.
I think that was a cup game.
What's that?
I think the 4-0 was a cup game from memory, but
yeah.
So Kieran, my first game was 1970. Can't remember the rest. It's probably a good
no
thing
wonder he's
until
calling us young.
Mason King, this is my cousin who's over from London at the moment. He's doing a bit of backpacking. He's in Gold Coast at the moment, so he's living it up in an Irish bar somewhere. But he was on the show the other day. He was very disappointed he got cut down to 20 minutes. He said great fish and chips. He came with me to Burley the other day. We fucking proper munched out on that. John Mitchell Thomas, West Ham legend.
Fucking hell. I don't know about that. I was never a big fan. Compared to Mike Small, he was a legend.
I was at this one. Mickey Smith. Mine was Farnborough in the FA Cup, 1-1. We protested on the pitch at full time against Terence Brown. I didn't understand why at the time, but I was with my older cousins. That was the old Bond scheme, mate. I was at that game as well. I think I was
that was
13.
91.
Yeah, I was about 13 at the time. Yeah, I was at that game. It was Farnborough were a local team for me because I grew up in North Hampshire, just near Farnborough. So yeah, it was important we got a win there, or I went to school and got a fucking hiding. We did win the replay 1-0, fortunately. Trevor Morley got on the score sheet, but yeah, 1-1 was a bit embarrassing. Yeah, we were protesting the Bond scheme at the time, much maligned.
Is that the original game with the flag went in the middle of the ground?
Yeah, it wasn't that game, but they were protesting every game at that
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Park life.
There you go. Back to the moment. Park life.
Mason got to come. I'm sure I hope he's talking about the fish and chip shop, just not in a normal setting.
He's talking about his special tartare sauce.
After the fish and chips.
Kent Hammers, direct free kick, past Alec Chamberlain, Ryan by the Canio. But if it was that game, no, it was Shaka. I do remember now. I do remember. But big guy. Kent Hammers, the 3-3 draw. Morley scored. Fucking, he is just an absolute dictionary of knowledge, this geezer.
I'm pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kent, but I think Martin Allen and Steve Jones got the other two. But I stand to be corrected.
Against who?
That was the Norwich game, the Monday night.
Okay. There you go.
John's first game, 1971, 20p entrance on the day, child's entrance, North Bank, joking about Mitchell Thomas, boys. Yeah, I have no idea who you're fucking talking about, by the way.
His career, I think so. Yeah, he certainly ain't a West Ham legend.
Nah.
The one season wonder.
He was shit.
He was shit.
Kent
Farnborough
were the home team. They switched it as you could then. Oh yeah, because they could get more money if they relegate it. Yeah,
they got half the gate receipts, so they're better off in a bigger ground. It was funny because we had Aldershot in the third round of the FA Cup the year before, which Aldershot and Farnborough, two local teams for me. And then same thing the next day, and they both switched around. Yeah, true. Good call.
This is a good question. So, Mark Jarvis, on the back of number 41 leaving, which player were you most upset to see transferred? Nath?
It's a hard one, but probably, I don't know, probably Payet, really. For me, like, I think he just could have done so much, but like, I understand why he went in, but it just fucking ruined us that whole season. Like his whole mindset during games, and you could just see how much was going on behind the scenes. It was fucking terrible.
Yeah. Matty.
Yeah, without a doubt, it would have been when Dixie left to go to Liverpool. I went to Blackburn, and didn't know anything had happened. I think it all happened quite quickly. Turned up at Ewood Park, and obviously you find out Dix is gone, and we've got fucking Chapman, Marsh, and Burrows on the team sheet. And I just remember being absolutely devastated because he was and still is one of my heroes. So yeah, that certainly made me upset, and was very happy when he re-signed a couple of years later.
Thanks, Jesus.
Yeah, I'll go with the same.
Yeah.
That one. The one that made him most angry was I was Slaven Bilic going for the money. And called him out as a greedy bastard at the time, and then welcomed me back as our manager with open arms. But yeah, that was fucking annoyed me. But for the same reason as you say, Dixie was a bit heartbreaking, wasn't it? Because he had no reason to go. He didn't want to go, and it was just a bit of a row with Billy Bonds, and he was kind of pushed out the door for to move him on.
What about yours, Kingy?
Paul Ince. No, I'm joking. I think there was a cluster when we went down, and like Tottenham were taking Carrick and Defoe, and Joe Cole went to Chelsea. I think I took Joe Cole's probably no, actually, I'm going to tell a lie. It was Di Canio. When he went, because I was only young still, like when he was crying after the Chelsea game, and then the Birmingham game, he was like crying. He was so emotional, and you felt that connection with him. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, why don't we just keep him? Let him play for us. Do you know what I mean? It was like he was like my first idol, I suppose, at West Ham, probably along with Joe Cole. So both of them leaving would probably make me upset the most, to be honest.
I think they were all enforced. You know what I mean? For that period, like I think Terry Brown wasn't going to keep any of them on the payroll. He wasn't going to pay their wages. And it's like Glenn Johnson said he didn't want to go, and he was moved on. Yeah. And that seemed like a good offer at the time, $6 million. But it was Joe Cole going so cheap was gut wrenching, wasn't it? He kind of at the end of his career, and he'd had his best years with us, so I could kind of let that go, and he went with my sort of blessings, as a stepson.
But I think because you're a bit older, for me it was just I saw this amazing player. I was young, and he was still doing it. And when he got kicked out of the team by Roda, and then Brooklyn brought him back in, and it was like the saviour, and it was like let him carry on the fairy tale. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's really where I'm with it, to be honest. But I always remember when Rio Ferdinand went to Leeds, and it was like this picture of him and the 18 million up, and that pissed me off more than anything, actually. Kent Hammers, Everton home game was the flag game.
There you go.
We'll come back to that one, actually. We're just going to go through Robert Singleton. Welcome to our world, Kent Hammers. John said Martin Peters to Spurs in his prime at the age of 26.
Showing his age there.
Yeah.
Johnny boy, I've heard great things, but I don't know too much about it. Kent Hammers killed me when Dixie left, but those signings kept us up.
True.
Yeah, agreed.
That's true.
Kieran, when Bobby Moore left to Fulham, I know that's before your time. Kieran, how old are you, mate?
70, so.
Mickey Smith, Ginger Pele's getting sold instead of Matty Upson pissed me off. But yeah, Dick Scam was gutting. Ginger Pele. Did anyone watch anything? Did anyone watch anything on West Ham Fan TV of the Ginger Pele interview that they did with him?
I saw some of that.
Yeah, it was really good. If you haven't seen it, go over to their channel and have a little watch. Always nice to support other channels. But yeah, Ginger
I did
Pele,
forget about that one too. Actually, that was pretty fucking devo at the time.
Yeah.
Back when he had hair.
Matty Upson, Jesus Christ. Kieran, John, we must be the same age. 90. Jimmy Nolan, Dawson leaving was heartbreaking. Who would have fucking said that when they did the
He
shittest
was.
video promotion when we signed him, when they put him in fucking Ilford FC. Like, do you remember that? Did anyone remember the video when they unveiled him? They put him in the shittest stand I've ever seen in my life. And then he ended up being an absolute hero.
Yeah.
Kent Hammers, if you listen to Joe Cole's recent interview, all the young lads had to go. Yeah. As I said, it was just, I think because I was young, I didn't really understand all that money side of football. It was just, I saw a good player leaving. Kieran, only 62, but you're with it. Ken, I've watched both Ginger Pele videos on WHU. Frank, top
Frank
bloke.
on his top bloke, yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. John said he's 61. Right, I've got a question here from Dave Hutton. What's the best West Ham goal celebration limbs you remember?
For me, it was
Only one for me.
Old Trafford, the Canio, the Bartes. I ended up fucking about 6 fucking rows in front, head first, fucking limbs everywhere. It was superb.
I think that must be why your love of laying on chairs comes into play.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
It's exactly what it is, mate. It reminds me of the Canio and Bartes waving.
That was good because there was 9,000 West Ham there. Wasn't there? That was a fucking great day.
Yeah, I went up on coach.
Yeah.
It was a fucking great journey home. That was.
Matty.
There's probably 3 that spring to mind. Obviously, wasn't at the game, but Prague, the Pig and Whistle was fucking mental. But the other 2, one Marlon Airwood, the semi-final at Villa Park, was nuts, and another one which is probably one that not many people remember was we beat Coventry 3-1 in '97, just after we bought Artson and Kitson. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Rio scored the first.
Yeah,
and then Hartson scored 2. And West Ham had the entire side of the ground. There was fucking thousands there. And it was just absolute. And it was a really important game. Like if we needed to win that to give us a chance of staying up. And it was mental. It was absolutely fucking mental.
Nice.
We all went in home end with that one, right? We were all zipped up like shit. No, don't show our colours and that. And then you started hearing these Cockney voices around.
Yeah, there was West Ham everywhere,
and there was more of us in their fucking stand than them, and they were getting so shitty with us. It was brilliant.
Nath, what was yours, mate?
Oh, look, I haven't been to as many games live as you boys have, but I mean, look, even the stuff we went to in Perth was pretty enjoyable, especially when I was in a bit of shock watching Skamaka running in behind to beat Spurs 3-2. That was good fun. But I got to go to Leicester away last year, and that was just a fucking brilliant day. Look, we knew we were safe the whole time we were there. We were just fucking giving it to them large, just about going down. And Fornell's got one late, which was just an electric, fun day. That was. No one gave a shit really, so just the whole day was just so enjoyable.
Yeah, I got 2 live. One was the Blackpool playoff final. That was unreal when Vazte scored that goal. That was class. And then I was at what's that?
The haircut.
Yeah, it was all about the haircut, the mohawk. And then I was at the game where Ravel Morrison scored that goal at White Hart Lane as well. But I'll tell you what, on behalf of all the Australian fans and the English fans that don't really know about what it's like over here to watch a game on TV, if you haven't seen it already, the video is up on our YouTube channel, I'm sure. And it's from when we scored that winner against Fiorentina in the Pig and Whistle in Brisbane. It was absolutely carnage. So, and we was with all the people that we love, and it was an unbelievable day. And I'll probably put that up there for me. It was definitely great. Kent Hammers, Prague, June 23. Limbs, tears, emotions. Yeah, I could imagine it would have been a different story there, mate. Would have been great. Darren's signing off. Good night, mate. Thanks for
Thanks for
watching.
joining us.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
from Ken Rio's little toe poke and dance. That's the goal at Coventry.
Yep.
But yeah, we've hit 120, mate. It is a Thursday night here. Is there anything else you boys want to add?
No, just good to be back talking
Yeah,
about West Ham
it
and
is.
looking forward to the game. And that's actually nice catching up with you three as well.
Yeah.
Been good fun.
Yeah.
Been good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wake up in the morning and think about doing a podcast.
we'll have to get some music lined up.
I wanted to go to bed, but then I had to do the podcast. Part life.
No, looking forward to the game. And we're going to catch up in the pub on Monday.
Yeah, that is
Are we gonna have
one
all
thing I
four of
won't
us?
be at. I won't be
Oh,
there.
you're away, aren't you?
Yeah, so
At least we won't have phone
actually
issues, will we?
well, if someone had listened to me, it would be all right. But yes, I will be sunning myself in Bali for next 8 days. I fucking deserve it. It's been a fucking long year so far, so I'm going to go have a nice little holiday. But the boys will look after you. It's going to be another good show. So
Will you
we'll
join
be
us
doing
on
our-
Thursday, Kingy?
Yeah, I think I might. I might take the
bring the
laptop and
toys.
I'll. Yeah, my missus will love that.
Yeah.
Bringing the toys anyway. I've told her to pack them.
Can't wait to see you coming with your microphone.
Oh, mate, it'll be vibrating everywhere. Anyway, it's been a fucking really good show. I've really enjoyed it. We've got some new people back in and some old faces as well. We always love having you on. Please do like and subscribe because it really does help us and it makes us want to do it. We have missed it, but we will be back with a pub show on Monday. The boys will be looking after you and hopefully we'll be celebrating a win against Aston Villa from fucking Midlands.
Fucking Villa.
Thanks very much. Cheers, Kieran. You've been great today as well, mate.
Yeah.
Great show, lads. Catch you again. Is this a regular time? I'll try and get some more to tune in. Yes, it's every Thursday, 8 to 8:30, depending on if anyone's got anything on, but it will always be 8 or 8:30. And we advertise it on the Brisbane Hammers page on Facebook. This will be going put out on Spotify. Dave will be doing that. And yeah, I'm glad that you all, as Rob said as well, great to find you. Lovely to see you, mate. But yeah, one thing left to say.
Go on,
Oh, yes.
Cheers, lads. Thanks, everyone.
Cheers.